today we're going to finish our shadow puppets with any extra details or coloring that you want to do, and we're going to add those little sticks that help us make our animal move.
Hello, my talented artists.
If you like this content, be sure to subscribe. Shadow puppetry, also called shadow play, began over 2,000 years ago in China and India, and on the Indonesian islands of Java and Bali. To give you an idea of where China and India are on a world map, this country is China, the large pale green one on this map. We have to travel quite a ways to get to North America, which is where the USA is, another pale green country on this map. There are many artists to create one shadow play. There are the people who make the puppets. There are the puppeteers who move the puppets and voice the puppets. And there are the musicians who accompany the story. Shadow play is one of the first animated storytelling, like cartoons. And I'm gonna punch my eye. And I don't want the hole to show for the tail, so I am going to make a little dot about a ½ inch from the edge. That's as close as you should go to the edge. And I'm gonna make another little cut. If you're finding it hard to cut, it may be because you're using just the very tip of your scissor. I want you to open your scissor wide like that and just do a really short little cut like that. If it's not enough, you can always do it again. Now I'm going to take a twist tie and I'm going to push it through. If you have trouble, you can always take a pencil, get the little point in and spin it. So I can do it with that. But I'm going to press my twist tie in, and actually I'm going to tape it down because I want to use that whole thing for the tail. Now, one thing about the tape is you need about a little more than an inch, and you need to make sure you press it. Now, a lot of people, they put their tape on and they don't press it. You can see how this tape is sticking up. You don't want sticking up tape. So take your little strong fingers and rub, 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 rub. Make sure it is laying flat. Rub over that little twist tie or yarn or whatever you're using. My pigtail is going to be curly, so I want it to, I need a wire. If you're doing like a horse tail, then you can use yarn. So I'm going to do a little curl to make a little pigtail and adjust it a little. All right. I have one last thing to do. This is adorable. My little pig. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. Now I have to decide which is the front and which is the back. We're going to put the sticks on the back.
Circle part of my brass fastener be the front. So I'm going to turn it around. Now, traditional shadow puppets, the sticks are perpendicular to the puppet like that. That is a little bit harder. I'm using chopsticks because I'm at home. I don't have any popsicle sticks, but you guys will have popsicle sticks.
Just the sticks though, no popsicles. Oh, I'm sorry, my darlings.
I'm just gonna tape them flat like this. And that also gives me great control. This tape is so sticky and rippy. I think it's really old. I don't use masking tape at home very much. All right, here we go. We got the tape. Again, we want the tape to be really, look how rippy it is. Really secure. Whoa, that's a long piece. Let me gently open it up. I'm gonna stick one end on the table, cut it in half. Now you notice that my tape is longer or wider than the leg, but that's okay because to make it really secure,
I am going to wrap it around the leg. But first, I want to make sure that the tape goes right next to my stick, whatever it is. So press, press, press on the side, then press on the puppet material, the tag board. Press on the side. You don't want any openings up. You don't want a little ant to be able to crawl through a tape tunnel. And then rub, rub, rub. And then I'm going to flip it over. You see this extra tape on the side here? I'm going to really carefully fold that. If you fold it and it has a wrinkle, you'll be able to see that. Might be good for an animal with wrinkly skin, but I want mine to be really tight. Now I have one of my sticks ready. Ah, I stuck it on my tape. Oh boy, Miss Karen's, you silly goose. Okay, now I'm gonna do my other one. I'm gonna put my stick where I want it to be, right in the middle. And then I'm gonna put my tape down on the top. I'm going to press the tape along the side of my stick, press it onto my tag board. If you press it onto the tag board first, you're gonna have a little opening, I'll show you, and you don't want that. See that little opening on one side? This side looks good, this side's flat. But this side has a little opening, an ant could crawl through there. We don't want that. So we have to lift up the tape and make sure we press it down the side of our stick and then press it on the tag board. Then we're gonna flip it over and carefully get, that may be too long. I could probably cut off a little bit of that. And press it flat. I don't want any tape sticking up. I want it to be flat. That makes it more secure. Rub, rub, rub. And now I have my cute puppet. Yay!